while.
The third episode of Welcome to Derry opens beneath the flickering glow of a 1930s carnival where laughter hides something foul. A young boy wanders into a tent of wonders, its air thick with sawdust and sin. Inside, twisted spectacles await, twins joined by an umbilical cord, a maze of mirrors that bend reality, and a clown balancing an upside-down pyramid of red balloons, a haunting echo of the evil yet to come. From the shadows, a voice beckons him closer. The boy steps forward, and an old man with a single, milky eye bursts into laughter, so sharp it sends him fleeing into his father's arms. The father, stern but proud, scolds him for fear and hands over a prize, a slingshot gleaming under the carnival lights. A weapon that, unbeknownst to him, will one day stand against something far older than fear itself. On their way home, the family car sputters to a stop. A native girl waits by the road, selling water from a clay jug. The boy, Francis, trades his new slingshot for the drink. Later, he joins her and other children at play, until a whisper from the woods lures him away. Rose, the girl, pleads for him to return, but he doesn't listen. Among the trees, the boy meets the one-eyed man again. The figure contorts, limbs snapping into an inhuman crawl, mouth splitting with rows of razor teeth. Rose saves Francis in a burst of bravery, striking the beast's head with a stone from her slingshot. The creature recoils, unable to cross the tree line. Cut to the present. Lily walks the haunted halls of Juniper Hill Asylum, the air alive with the cries and laughter of the lost. A housekeeper confides in her. Whatever Lily saw was real, and if Ronnie means anything to her, she must make it right. Meanwhile, Chief Bowers presses Hank, Ronnie's father, about his whereabouts on the night of the murders. Hank swears he was home, but Bowers has a witness who says otherwise. Far from town, at a military dig site, unearthed bones tell another story. A car full of skeletons, remnants of the Bradley gang, massacred in 1935. Yet Colonel Fuller insists this isn't what they were looking for. They bring in Dick Hallorann, a psychic, to see beyond the dirt and history. Aboard a helicopter with Hanlon and Russo, Hallorann clutches a cigar box inside, the slingshot. The moment he touches it, his eyes glaze over. He orders the pilot to head east, and in the blink of an eye, he's gone. He stands in ankle-deep water now, deep in the sewers of Derry. Ahead, a circus wagon gleams. Pennywise, the dancing clown. The sign drops. Two glowing eyes burn in the darkness, and for the first time, we hear Bill Skarsgård's voice, a low, taunting growl. "Who are you?" A mound of floating corpses rises, one of them his grandmother. Hallorann panics, but in reality, he's opening the helicopter's hatch, ready to leap. Hanlon drags him back. When they land, Hallorann warns Shaw. Something has seen him, and it's coming. Back in town, Lily returns to school and finds Ronnie. She swears she'll tell the police everything, but without proof, no one will believe her. She pulls out a camera proof they'll have to make for themselves. They seek out Will Hanlon for help developing the film. He hesitates, but Rich insists Will's crush on Ronnie might persuade him. The four unite Lily, Ronnie, Rich, and Will, a ragtag band armed with folklore and fear. Rich shares tales from his Cuban family about spirits, weaving their first plan to expose the evil lurking beneath Derry. Elsewhere, in a dim council hall, an older Rose warns her nephew not to challenge the military. She wants to understand their purpose first. Later that day, in her little shop, she's startled by a familiar face, Shaw, aged but unmistakable. 50 years have passed since he last saw her. He claims to be overseeing water pipe construction, but Rose isn't fooled. Still, she agrees to speak with the council, offering no promises. That evening, Dick Hallorann joins the Hanlons for dinner. Over quiet conversation, Leroy Hanlon notices something strange. Hallorann mentioned their son without ever being told about him. The psychic admits it happens sometimes. Leroy doesn't think he's mad. He's felt something too, a pressure in the air, like the one before a storm, the same feeling he had the night he was attacked. He warns Hallorann to stay out of his head. Hallorann agrees, calling Leroy the kind of man he'd trust in a foxhole. Later, under candlelight in a forgotten graveyard, the young group attempts their ritual. Rich chants a Spanish prayer for the dead, but the night remains still. Doubt creeps in. Lily and Ronnie argue, faith fading fast. Ronnie storms off, Lily follows, and the boys race to catch up. Then the earth shifts. The ground stretches, reality buckles, and from the darkness emerge the rotting faces of their dead friends. Screaming, they run through the sinking cemetery. Lily snaps photos in desperation as Will stumbles into a mausoleum. A cold, ghostly hand reaches for him. He raises his camera and screams. Moments later, he's back, shaken but alive. They cling to each other in the night, terrified but together. Breaking into the school's dark room, they develop the film. The first photos show faint, ghostly shapes. Then comes the final image, something looming behind them, its eyes burning through the blur. "It's a clown," Will whispers, and there, in the grainy light of the photo, Pennywise takes shape, his return no longer a myth, but a promise.